Hey peeps, how y'all doing today? Today is May 9th, 2017, Tuesday. It's Tuesday, y'all. So yeah, I ain't doing nothing. We just finished up homeschooling. Um, it's chilly. Think it's supposed to be like, I think it was 40 something degrees this morning. And it's May. I mean, but April we was having 80-degree weather. I'm like, yeah, it's trying to balance itself out, I guess. But still, I had to cut my heat on. Well, my heat been on for the last 3 days. Probably longer than that. I don't want to talk about that, but moving right along. I am about to do my story time. And Ring, Shan, did you end up emptying that vacuum? I left it right there, you left it right there. Man, y'all, this candle right here, I like lemon stuff anyway. I love lemon parasol. I love I think that's Joy dishwashing liquid. I think it got that lemony scent. It's just something about lemon. It's something else. Pledge, the lemon pledge. Man, that was like my favorite. Well, I kind of came away from it, but you never know. I might just have a lemon moment and go back to it. That's just me. And this lemon candle right here, and lemon is kind of loud, it's strong, but it's like it's sugar, lemon, what is that? Sugar, lemon zest. And you could kind of smell like the sweetness with it. That's weird how they did that. How they concocted that scent. But it's so soothing, y'all. It's just like, I was just sitting here. I don't know, but I just felt like I needed to light my candle. It's therapeutic. It really, certain sense, is really therapeutic. I mean, maybe all sense people get for them probably is therapeutic, but it's just something about lemon and peppermint, mint and lemon. It does something to my insides, to my nerves. It relaxes them. It just calms me. It soothes me. I be like, oh yeah, this is life. For real. I'm like, and I don't even, them type of Bath and Body Work candles, I try not to light them every day. I be trying to make it stretch, but I was like, I just lit it yesterday, the day before. I'm like, damn. But after it do what it do and calm my nerves, I'm gonna blow it out. I just had to shut up with my people. But let me get into this story time because this is pretty lengthy. I think I'm going to need my light on, y'all. So y'all going to have to bear with me. And it's going to be a little glare because my ass right now, the way they set up, what that magnifying, well, I can't use the magnifying glass and try to read. Well, I should give me some reading glasses, huh? Maybe I might go like, I don't know. I know Jewish used to carry just reading glasses. So when I read, it could be magnified. But let's get into this read, y'all. Cause I could keep talking and talking. Then I'd be like, I ain't gonna do the story time this time. But the devil is a liar. His work, chapter 2. Yeah, that nail right there. Don't worry about that right there. His work, chapter 2, Lego. Y'all ready? Look, all that talking I be doing, y'all supposed to be getting ready during that time. So, let's do this. Bill seldom works. I hope that glare ain't bother me, y'all. Bill seldom works. He's willing to let his wife Kim support the family while he pursues his dream. The problem is that Kim is not content to bear the entire burden of supporting the family on her shoulders indefinitely. It wouldn't be me. It wouldn't be me. I mean, if this was like one of those, like a betting situation, and somebody be like, I bet she gonna mess up a word. I bet she gonna mispronounce a word. I bet she gonna run into one of them tongue twister words. You'll win. Let's go back over that. Okay. The problem is that Kim is not content to bear the entire burden of supporting the family on her shoulders indefinitely. I had to say those like 3, 4 or more syllable words very slow. Like I'm slow. And Bill has been pursuing his dream for 17 years with nothing to show for it. What? I believe the root of Bill's inactivity is fear. He's afraid that if he doesn't get the job of his dreams, he will end up in a job he hates and be stuck there forever. Forever, ever. Stephen is working himself to death. This is another example. Stephen is working himself to death. He can never rest and enjoy the success of his labor. He seldom spends time with his family, and his teenagers are fast approaching adulthood. He doesn't work that hard because he has to, but because he is afraid. He fears that if he ever stops, he will be worth nothing in everyone's eyes, including his own. These are extreme examples of how a man can relate to his work. On one hand is laziness, avoiding work out of selfishness, fear, lack of confidence, depression, or apprehension about his future. Of the lazy, God says, as a door turns on its hinges, so does the lazy man in his bed. Woo, it's a scripture in the Bible about that, y'all. Proverbs 26:14. Drowsiness will clothe a man with rags. Proverbs 23:21. The way of the lazy man is like a hedge of thorns. Woo. Proverbs 15:19. The desire of the lazy man kills him, for his hands refuse to labor. All in the Bible, y'all. Proverbs 21:25. In other words, a lazy man will never get anywhere. He will never have anything. He will never have a road rough ahead. And it will ultimately destroy him. Wow. Wow. That's something to think about. The opposite extreme is workaholism. Workaholism. The opposite extreme is workaholism. Obsessing over work to the exclusion of all else and losing one's life in the process. Of the workaholic, God says, so are the ways of everyone who is greedy for gain. It takes away the life of its owners. Wow. Proverbs 1:19. Did I tell y'all Proverbs is my favorite book? It's like number 2 of my favorite book of the Bible, Genesis number 1. I looked on all the works that my hands had done, and on the labor in which I had toiled. And indeed, all was vanity, and grasping for the wind. There was no profit under the sun. Ecclesiastes 2:11. Ecclesiastes is a good short book too. In other words, workaholism is draining and pointless. Neither extreme promotes happiness and fulfillment. Only a perfect balance between the two, which God can help a man find, will ever bring that quality of life. Quality of life. What causes a man to go either extreme can be, oddly enough, the same reason. Fear. 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 That's because a man's identity is often very tied up in his work. Wow. He needs to be appreciated and he needs to win. Wow. And his work is often a means of seeing both happy. It frightens him to think he may never experience either. If he is doing work that is demeaning to him, he feels devalued as a person. If his work is not successful, he feels like a loser. Wow, y'all. That was deep. Don't tell me that ain't deep. And I believe that. You know, you have, I mean, it's weird, but it's true. You have those that are lazy, don't want to do nothing, play video games all day. I mean, it'd be a couch potato, right? Yeah, right? And then you have those, man, work. And they sacrifice their health, their family, relationships because of it. And basically she's saying it need to be a balance. So you won't be lazy and you won't be a workaholic. You need to balance it out, and only God can help a man find that balance. We ain't talking about females. This is about his work. You know what I'm saying? You put us in the mix, man. We all over the place. But this about his work, and them scriptures that's in Proverbs that she quoted is about the man. So yeah, I thought that was real good, real insightful, and that's spiritual food for the soul, for the man, and that's for the woman, to give her insight about how extreme a man can be and how not extreme a man can be and everything. So yeah, and we need balance all the way around. You know, basically females need to know how to balance, and men need to know how to balance, and only God can help us do that. You know, cause we'll work ourselves crazy and into health problems, and so will the man. So we all need balance, and whatever it is that we was put on this earth to do, we need balance in it. And I thought that was a really, really, really good read, and I hope you feel the same as well. So yeah, and that's just half of that topic. I didn't complete that whole topic because it's pretty long. So I stopped midway, and my next read, I should be able to finish it. Yeah, because I kind of finished it. I be thinking it's going to take me longer, but I kind of finished it pretty quick. So yeah, y'all, ain't nothing happening today. Today Tuesday. This sharing week to cook, Rena week to wash dishes. I'm basically like in chill mode. But Sharon, she getting sick. Georgie been like sick forever. And my child number 2, she was sick hers hit her last week, so she should be in recuperating stage. And I just think it's just a change in the weather, all this rain and everything, and it just is what it is, you know. And all we got to do is just put the things we need to put in our bodies, and mostly we don't take no medication, no NyQuil, no Dayquils, nothing. And we just drink teas. I think I'm gonna get some lemons. Sharon was asking for some lemons today, so she was drinking some lemon juice, but I'll probably get some lemons tomorrow, and that works. But it ain't gonna work overnight. Everything got to get down in the system and do what it do. But it works because for us not to be done took no medicine in like since 2006 or 7, I'm thinking, and no fever medicine or anything. They really, if they do get a fever, it's basically from being sick or cold, or maybe they throat probably done got a little infected. And the only thing you could really do is just keep, keep that the Holic up in there, keep them teas up in there, maybe do some little throat drops, which I kind of do with cola. But one day I really would like to make my own drops. I just haven't got there yet. I got stuff. I have stuff I look forward to doing, like making my own cough drops, making my own pasta, making my own bread. So these are on my list. But right now, the way my life is set up, nah, I don't want to put too much on myself. So I be trying to get my little DIYs together. That's been on hold for a minute. Trying to do the yard, trying to just balance everything out. So I'm outside, then I'm gonna get back inside. Then reading graduation coming up. So just balancing is a very, very important thing. So you won't overwhelm yourself with just things and stuff, cause it ain't going nowhere. It'll be there when I'm ready for it. So yeah, and that's basically it. And that's just how I work it. And like, I don't stress. I used to when I didn't have it, my life balanced and everything. But reading my Bible and reading a lot of godly books and stuff and praying, it really helped me refocus and renew my mind about life and everything. So I'm not a stressor type of person now, and I don't get anxious about too much stuff because it is what it is. And I guess, 50, I should have been to learn something by now, shouldn't I? So yeah, I take it as it comes. I go with the flow of life basically, and as long as my bills paid, we got a roof over our head. No, it sound like, the thing people normally say, but it's true. As long as you got a roof over your head and you got food to eat, you know what I'm saying? However God providing for you and making provisions, it's a blessing, So everything else, it is what it is, it's just stuff. It's just things, that sometimes we can have a tendency to put too much on our plate, but it's okay because you could take it off. It ain't like you have to do everything that your mind think need to be done, because it don't work like that. Real life don't work like that though, do it? You got to keep it real or you will stress yourself out. You will end up with high blood pressure because that'll have you have you the tendency to overeating, and because that's how I was. Like, when stuff used to bother me, my go-to was to eat sweets and foods and stuff. So I'm kind of really conscious about that now, since I know that's how I'm set up. I really pay attention to that when I feel like I'm getting anxious or something trying to sit on me. I have to calm it down, slow it down in my head, because it's right here. It's right here. Man seeds right there. So yeah, I guess that's about it, y'all. And I don't know when the next time I'll do another video. I don't even know when I'm gonna put this one up because I gotta edit this. Probably Wednesday. This will be my Wednesday video. So on that note, I hope everybody have a blessed Wednesday, a safe Wednesday, and a productive Wednesday. And get her done. Make your life count. Because like the soap opera, you only have one life to live. So live it, not no destructive behavior and all that kind of craziness. But make your life count. Make it count. So when you leave this earth, you could leave something behind. If it's just words of wisdom, your presence, your love, it's up to you what you want to leave behind. You know what I'm saying? So on that note, I'm out. Peace. and love. Share some. And I'll see y'all in my next video. And I holla. Bye, y'all. Oh, and I just wanted to add this too, because I be watching vlogs. That's how I started this thing, by watching people vlogs. And one of my vlogging families that I watch is April and Justin, right? And and she just had a baby and everything, and she having some type of medical situation and stuff, and like some numbness going on within her face and stuff. But man, like after I had my child on 5, I don't know what it was that triggered mine, but I ended up in the hospital. I ended up having 3 seizures back to back, probably within, man, she wasn't even a month old. And it probably was contributed to stress and stuff, because at that time, back in them 90s, it was real. It was real. And I end up in the hospital and all kind of stuff. I think that's my only child that I experienced something like that with. And that was a real stressful time in my life. So I've been there, and it takes time to recover. And it's all about balance. It's about a lot. You know, it's that mind thing too, you know, how we approach things, how we think about things. That affects our body as well. But nevertheless, that was a real dark time in my life. And with prayer, reading, I believe the Lord laid it in my spirit to read the book of Psalms. And that's what helped me get through it and everything. You know, that's what worked for me. But yeah, that was right after I had child number 5. So things happen, especially when you a female and babies. Wow, you know, anything. You know, it's when I had my emergency C-section with child number 8. I thought I was going to die. When they came up in there running up in there house in my hospital room, in the room, and I was like looking at them, and they was like, "No, we gotta go take the baby. We got the baby heartbeat study dropping." And I was like, "Oh Lord!" And they just, you know, my hubby looking at me, I'm looking at him like, "What they finna do to me? I'm finna die, what?" And they just rolled me out and everything, and I was like, "Oh my God!" You know, that was just out of my control. And I know they had gassed me, and it's like before I was fully gone, I remember just praying, "Lord, let me wake up. Let me be okay. Let my baby be okay." So us women, we experience so much stuff within our bodies that it just come out the blue. It just drop on us, just fall on us. But I believe we have the strength. We have the strength to carry a baby within us for 9 months and go through all those changes and have periods and all that. We strong. We just have to tap into our inner strength. And believe it or not, it's kind of somewhat a man over matter. You just think it. You think it and you do it and everything. And before you know it, you'll look back and it'll be back there. Because I got I got stories that's back there. And I don't know what's ahead for me. But whatever comes my way, I face it. I deal with it like I dealt with everything else. And eventually it ended up being about taking things one day at a time and just tapping into your inner strength. It's just all about timing. And this too shall pass. It's gonna pass. It will pass. Just give it time. But in the meantime, just wake up, go about your day, and before you know it, you'll walk out of it. It'll be back there. So I just wanted to add that because my heart goes out to her, and I feel it. I feel that. And I had tears in my eyes and everything. I don't like seeing people in pain, but it's part of life. You know, and I found that out. It's just part of life. But this too shall pass. That's all you really can say. And just be strong and find something to help you through it. You know, if it's just talking to somebody, going into a meditation mode. Sometimes I don't had to do that. Kind of like shut other people out and just go into that like focus mode. Like, man, I got to do this. You know, so whatever God lay in your spirit, because he will be he's there, believe it or not, he's there, and he will speak to your spirit and give you what to do day by day. And then, yeah, that's it. I don't want to get too much because the video already long, but yeah, I almost forgot I had wanted to address that. And yeah, my prayer goes out to her and her family, and she have a good support system. She has a husband who's got her back, and man, that's it. And I'm out. Bye again.